Hi, this is Svetlana from Cosplay, and if you want to start with cosplay as well, this video is for you. So today I want to give you my top 10 tips and tricks on how to start with cosplay and how to discover the best hobby in the world. Yes! But before we get started, let me tell you why cosplay is so amazing. You know, obviously I can talk only about myself because I'm doing this already since 2003, but for me, cosplay simply changed everything. I was bullied in school and I thought I'm weird because I like video games and anime, manga and comics, but I learned that it's totally fine, and I found so many friends who enjoy the same things as I do, you know? Like, I also met the love of my life, Benni. I learned that I can do something with my own hands, even I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's totally fine to be at the convention, hold together by safety pins and hot glue and prayers, and I can be absolutely fabulous and amazing. And I also learned to craft. I turned my hobby into a business. I moved to a different country. I got 2 wonderful corgis, and cosplay is just so amazing. And I can only wish that everyone tries this out as well, and this is why I'm doing this video. It is amazing. But this video is not about me, it is about you, and this is very important. Cosplay is for everyone. It's not a look-alike contest. So if you want to be like a male Wonder Woman with a gigantic beard, just go for it. If you want to do My Little Pony, do it. If you want to dress up as your original character, go for it. Dress up as whatever you want, the way you want, how you want. It's not about looking exactly perfect like your reference. It's not about your gender, age, skin tone, or body shape, or whatever cultural background. Just dress up and have fun and have a good time. And this is cosplay. And now that everything is crystal clear, let me start with my first advice. And this is actually, you don't need to make your own costumes. So the first question is where to even get a costume. And these days it has never been so easy to get started, because you only have to go online and go on Amazon, go to Doki Doki or Avovo, to any of those cosplay shops, and order the cosplay of your favorite character. Those costumes, they come in great quality, great prices, with wigs ready to wear, with shoes, and you only need to dress up, go to a convention and have a great time. That's it. That's how to cosplay. That's how to get started, and it is amazing. And in addition to that, you can obviously also make a casual cosplay, for example. I did already a few Aloys from Horizon Zero Dawn, but I also did a casual Aloy where I just went shopping, bought some random clothing, put it on, and it still looked great. And you can also just wear your own clothing, make your very own version of your favorite character, put a wig on, dress up and have fun, and this is already cosplay. And now that you have your first costume, you maybe want to go a step further and get into crafting yourself. So this brings me to my second point: start building small things. So maybe you want to improve your wig, for example, and get into wig styling. Maybe you want to, make little accessories for your costume, or maybe you want to make a cool weapon for your character. And having those little success stories when you finish some of those things is already a great motivation to create something bigger next time, So make something small. Don't start directly with a massive Monster Hunter armor like me from scratch, but do something small. Do maybe a little bracer, a little weapon, and then just grow with your skills, with your tools and materials over time. Number 3, don't compare yourself with others. So cosplay is basically like a journey, like a video game actually, when you get started, you start at level 1. You have no tools, no equipment, no experience, no skills. You have no idea what you're doing. And this was also me, by the way, at level 1 with the great Simon from Dragon Ball Z, or a Moogle girl from Final Fantasy in 2003, by the way, and with every single project you finish, with every single costume, with everything you craft, you will learn new skills, you will get new tools, and you will level up and become super strong. And at some point, you will just be as good as all those people you see on the internet because they're only doing it a little bit longer and leveled up a little bit longer than you. So just be patient, keep on crafting, keep on creating amazing things, and at some point, you will be just as good as everyone else. Number 4, find something you're really passionate about. So my main reason to start crafting was actually that my guild in World of Warcraft back then was really shitty. Like, I never got my favorite armor sets and weapons for my Night Elf Druid, so instead I decided to craft all those things for myself in real life, and it was an amazing feeling to become like my avatar from World of Warcraft and just look like my character, you know? And it still is, like, this is still my biggest motivation, because also when I played like Monster Hunter, I saw my character and she looked amazing and I wanted to be like just as amazing and strong as her. Like for Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, I actually even did a lot of workout over months to be super strong as well. And maybe this is also your biggest motivation. Maybe you want to become like your favorite hero from your favorite anime, manga, video game or whatever, you know, but really find something you're passionate about, find something you really love, because this is the best way to stay motivated over weeks and months of crafting. Number 5, cosplay your way. You know, at some point, I actually lost motivation to cosplay at all. And this was super weird because I did my costume, I dressed up at a convention, but for some reason, I didn't enjoy it. And I didn't know why. And at some point, I actually again made a costume for a convention, but I didn't finish it in time. And I was like so frustrated that I decided just to go casual and not to wear any costume at all. And then suddenly I had like the fun of my life. It was amazing. And then I finally understood that I dressed up only because others expected it from me, and I was not aware about that. But then I actually stopped dressing up at conventions and started making only costumes, you know, like for the crafting part, because like this is the part I enjoy the most, like making something with my own hands and crying in the middle of the night and then create something from scratch, hopefully after the crying is done. So once I work like for weeks and like months in a costume, I only do like a photo shoot and some videos, and that's it, and that's fine. And then the costume goes into the box, and I still go to conventions but without any costumes, and that's great, and I have a great time. And I think it's for you also important to find a way to cosplay you enjoy the most, not to do it how others expect from you, but like how you have the most fun. So maybe you want to make like an armor version of your favorite character. Maybe you want to do like a casual version. Maybe you don't want to dress up at all and do only like private photo shoots with your best friends, you know, but really find something you enjoy the most about cosplay and do it your own way and not how others are expecting it from you. Number 6, search for tutorials. So these days, no matter what you want to do, like if it is learning how to sew, do some wig styling, make a weapon, or even do like photo shoots or videos or whatever, there are tutorials for everything. It has never been so easy to get started with cosplay. And please forgive me my self-promotion, but on kamicosplay.com and also on our Etsy shop, we have already 16 cosplay crafting books. I think already 150 patterns for like helmets, breastplates, bracers, everything you want to craft, or also like a ton of YouTube videos on our YouTube channel. Please check this out. There are also a ton of people who are helping each other. For example, we also have like the Comic Cosplay Facebook group, and we also have a Discord channel as well, where you can ask questions, where people are super supportive. So please use our super amazing and super helpful cosplay community and create something amazing your own. And also maybe you want to create tutorials as well. Number 7, don't search for excuses but solutions. You know, like especially on the internet, I get like so many people telling me they want to start with cosplay but they don't have the time or the money or like the resources or like a 3D printer or laser cutter to start with cosplay. But the thing is, like, if you really want to cosplay, you will find ways to do that. You don't need the most expensive tools to create something awesome. You don't need a 3D printer to create a weapon or an armor. You can also use like EVA foam, or like I literally saw someone making a cardboard version of Iron Man. You know, like I saw someone who made an absolutely amazing samurai armor with paint buckets. You know, you don't need to create your costume absolutely perfect. You don't need to see, oh my god, like I don't have a 3D printer, so I cannot use that, because like a 3D printer is not the only way to make something. You know, just be creative, keep your eyes open, search for solutions, and look around how other people are doing it, like with more cheaper tools. You know, like you can use second-hand materials, you can buy second-hand costumes, you can use very cheap tools and materials. There are literally people using trash and turning them into absolutely amazing costumes. And yes, time is surely an important resource, but like if you really want to make something, you will find ways to free your time, you will find ways to afford like all those tools and materials, and if not, then you will find more cheaper solutions. But it's all about just motivation, and if you really want, you can do it. And I believe in you, that you can create an amazing costume yourself as well. Number 8, accept failure. So, you know, like cosplay can be a very stressful hobby, and you maybe put yourself under a lot of pressure. And I think it's important to know that it is okay to actually fail. You know, like it is totally fine not to finish a costume. It is totally fine not to like finish something until a certain deadline, or make something not completely perfect, and not to redo it 100 times so it looks absolutely amazing. You know, it is absolutely okay to fail, because at the end of the day, cosplay is about having fun and a great time, and you shouldn't force yourself to do something you're not comfortable with. So if you don't enjoy crafting a certain costume, if you don't enjoy finishing a certain project, it is okay just to let it go. You know, it is okay to make something just fine or not perfect. You know, like at the end of the day, it's the most important part that you have a great time. And this is also, for me, the only reason why I'm doing this already for 20 years. Because, you know, like I enjoy every single project, and the projects that I don't enjoy, I just let them go. For example, you know, like I was also not really happy with the legs of my demonic Brigitte costume. So I just made them okay, but I didn't redo them 100 times because I thought, oh, it could be still better. I also never finished like my Taki costume from Soul Calibur because I was not really passionate about it anymore. And this is okay, you know? So accept your failure and just focus on the things you really enjoy, and don't put yourself under pressure. At the end of the day, this is not a full-time job, this is your hobby, and the most important part is that you have a great time. Number 9, visit conventions. So conventions are actually a great opportunity to meet like-minded friends, you know, like to find people who are enjoying the same stuff as you, like anime and manga and video games and everything. And it's such a cool feeling to actually see people who did like the same costumes as you, and you're like, oh my god, Nergigante! You know, and this is a great feeling to finally feel connected, to be a part of a community. And on top of that, you not only have an amazing weekend, you leave the house, touch some grass, see there are actually real people who are dressing up just like you, but it's also a great way like to participate in costume competitions, to visit like crafting panels, you know, like to do some really cool photo shoots, have some good food as well, and just be part of an amazing community. Obviously, conventions can be a little bit pricey, especially if you want to visit them every single weekend. So a great way to connect with the cosplay community is also my point number 10. Use social media, but only if you want. So for me, social media is actually a great way to connect with the cosplay community. I created my accounts around 2010, and I started then doing YouTube videos and like sharing my daily cosplay progress. And it was a great opportunity to actually, you know, like get some feedback on my work, you know, like also get like some ideas and especially inspiration, because I follow like over 1,000 people on Instagram, and I get like so much motivation and inspiration daily from all those amazing artists, you know? And it's a great way to be part of a community, but I have to say, you know, like, do social media only if you're really comfortable with, because I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves because they look a lot on like likes and like comments and like those numbers, and they can be very frustrating. So keep in mind, cosplay is not a full-time job, you know, like social media is only to connect with the community, you know, so just do it for fun in the way you're comfortable with. And finally, I hope you liked this video and found it helpful and inspirational. I think I mentioned already a few times that cosplay is like the most amazing hobby ever, and I hope I was able to convince you to start with the hobby as well. And also, if you already do cosplay, please let me know in the comments if I actually forgot any tips and tricks. I would love to hear your opinion. And before I forget, please buy my books on kamuicosplay.com or in our brand new Etsy store. We also have a ton of patterns. And yeah, other than that, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Or if you don't know what to write, just write down Corgi and join the Corgi Squad and support us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, thanks a lot to all our amazing Patreons for the support, and see you very soon in the next video.